Hey guys, welcome back to my Doom Eternal series. This is episode 6, and today we're going through the Ark Complex. We still haven't resumed our search for the final helper since we don't know where he is, so today our job is to find somebody who does know where he is, and that somebody is a robot named Dr. Samuel Hayden. He leads an organization called the Ark out of this complex that we're in, but just like everywhere else on Earth, and like the facility just got taken over by demons, and now we have to fight through them if we want to reach him. Okay, so today I have a story to tell. How am I going to start this? I'm probably going to need a disclaimer before the video. Okay, disclaimer. The story I'm about to tell you is more serious than usual, so if you're a child or a whiny bitch, then get out of here, okay? This is the only warning you're going to get, right? Okay, so once upon a time, my school received a threat from a student that they were going to shoot up the school. So that was either Wednesday night or Thursday morning. I'm not sure. I wasn't told. So either way, Thursday morning, I get up, I get my stuff done, I'm going to school, and then right before I leave, the school sends out an email that telling the parents that they received the threat, and then my parents said, like, you know what, you can stay home. And then one of my teachers said to my parents that they thought it was just some students screwing around, and that they were like, just said something they shouldn't have. And so my parents heard from him, and then, like I talked with like my parents, and we came to the agreement that I would stay home for all of Thursday, but I would return to school on Friday. So we came to the conclusion that if some kid is just kept sending notes to stay home from school every day, then I would have to keep going anyway. So before I move on, I would like to say that this day at home wasn't treated like the weekend. I didn't get to play games, I had to sit down and do homework all day. Then that day, the school was filled with police officers that were stationed on guard, and nothing happened. Then I went to school on Friday as agreed, and everything was great. Of course, we made jokes throughout the day. I mean, like, the school was still under an active threat, and I mean, like, we don't exactly have, like, we're not exactly the most politically correct people. But, then in business class, I hear the sound of the PA clicking on, and I immediately was just like, oh shit, it's a lockdown. Then the principal's voice came through, crackling because the PA is really shitty, and then he was like, students, we are now entering lockdown. This is not a drill. So I was editing this video around that time because I had finished my work, and I was just like, I had nothing else to do. And then we all immediately stuck to the routine, just like the lockdown drills, and we all shuffle into one corner of the class. And the teacher, he went to the door and he looked around outside just to see like if there's anyone outside that's like just trapped out there. And then he shut the door, and we all went dead silent. Well, at least for like a little while. Then everyone around me got like louder and louder until most of them were just talking in like lightly hushed voices. I'm normally really loud and I talk a lot, but during the lockdown I talked 3 times in total. Each time I only said a sentence, and it was only to my friend that was sitting next to me. The scariest parts were the first 5 minutes, because it was then that my adrenaline was highest and my back hadn't gone sore enough to distract me. Oh, and by the way, that was a huge problem. I was hunched over the whole time, but my friend next to me had it much worse since he's taller. He was hunched over, looking straight down at the floor. He still had the back of his neck pressed flat against the bottom of the table. He was pretty much compacted like Wall-E, and he was still barely fitting there. Man, at one point, my back got so stiff that I turned my head, not my body, my head. Anyway, I turned it slightly to the right, and my back cracked really loud, and I felt every single joint in between the vertebrae pop into place, but instead of being like impressed or satisfied, I was just like, oh shit, somebody outside might have heard. Anyway, at one point I tried distracting myself by writing a little bit, and I was in high gear like the whole time. I couldn't spell. I was majorly dyslexic. I couldn't spell the word real. R-E-A-L. It's 4 f***ing letters. I learned it in kindergarten, and I couldn't even get close. Then I tried staring at this red light on a power bar in front of me, which kept my mind sharp for some freaking reason. And my mind immediately ran through like the most painful places to hit someone in the event that we had to like fight or something. And then after that, I thought of the most damaging attack I could do as like a follow-up to them. In the end, I was like just like hit them in the crotch or the gut or the face to put them in like as much pain as possible, and then follow up by hitting them in like the throat or something to like make them like stunned, and like just like so they have to like recover, and like maybe they'll fall down, or like it'll just win them mainly.
The entrance into Dr. Hayden's outpost is blocked. 2 peripheral turrets identified. Calculating optimal firing path. Confirm.
Anyway, so the lockdown ended without anyone ever entering the class, and at one point the class got real quiet though, and then my friend, not the one who's sitting beside me, but another one, broke the silence by saying, "It's so cold in here." Not hushed at all, not a whisper, not even a hushed voice, just full on talking at normal volume, maybe even a little bit loud. And the most incredibly important thing he had to say at such a high volume was, "I'm cold." One more thing I should say is I have like a drummer, not a crazy one, but if I'm trying to pour milk or something, then it's pretty noticeable. So during this lockdown, my tremor slowly got worse. It's like the adrenaline was affecting me, and then I was like shaking at one point because it was spreading to the rest of my body and getting super bad. And I was trying, and I wasn't like scared that shaking. It was just like I was shaking for some reason. Like it's like a tremor. It's like not gonna get worse. It's like getting worse when I'm scared, but it's like not because I'm scared. It's mainly just because the adrenaline's so high. But anyway, it's like it might. And then at one point it got so incredibly bad that I just stopped moving. I don't know what happened, but it was like I was so still. It was like as if I was like had been running constantly and then just got to sit down. And then I got super relaxed for a moment, and then it came back. I'm not sure if it was worse. I think it might have been though. Anyway, when the lockdown ended, we were given early dismissal because it had lasted like a long enough time to get us to the end of the day. So I went upstairs to my locker, got my stuff with my friend, and then in the aftermath, I talked with my friends from other classes, and one of them had been humming Pumped Up Kicks the entire damn time. Like, halfway through, someone apparently started banging on the door that he was, like, of the class that he was in, and he was humming Pumped Up Kicks. Anyway, then the next week, when I went back, like, on Monday, the teacher had a story for us. Like, the teacher that had said, he thought that it was just some kids screwing around, and he said, oh, the first thing that he thought during the lockdown was, oh my god, this is such a great example for my media lesson. Said that somebody said that they showed into the power of media. Some kid thought they saw something and the lockdown began. Now, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I'm pretty sure that the thread was a real note from an anonymous student. It wasn't like some kid screwing around on like social media. It was spread through social media after some kid found the note.
You believe the Doomslayer will save you? Your salvation.
Target destroyed. The second turret will give you the angle needed to destroy the remaining tentacle. One moment. Override successful. The path is now clear. You can access Dr. Hayden's outpost. Dr. Hayden's office laboratory is located at the top of this facility.
Attention. Emergency protocols have been activated. Please exit the facility now.
My God, Dr. Hayden was convinced that he would come here for this eventually. Can I just say that it is an honor for me, personally, to meet you?
Attention. Emergency protocols have been activated. Please exit the facility now.
We don't know how to access his main cortex. It's all alien. We couldn't figure it out. We have to, prepare for his careful extraction. We were given specific orders.
His life signal is barely readable.
Warning. Demonic presence threat level 5 entering main laboratory.
Opening the portal now.
Nothing but a usurper, a false idol. My eyes have been opened. Let me help you to see, Slayer.
That is the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe.